I want to see rats everywhere in a rice field.
It seems that when rats swarm, they lose their natural fear of humans and may even start attacking them.
This is the only photo I have, and there are rats all through here. Up his back, and he's there trying to kill them. Yeah? This is what I want to see here. Yeah? I want to be standing here. You get me here.
It is hard to imagine a more adaptable animal than the rat.
Rats are one of our perfect pests. They have evolved alongside man for a very long period of time. These pest rodents have been with us since civilization. They have been living in our houses, in our crop fields, and that co-evolution, if you would like to call it that, is why they are so successful. They are very happy living right up against us and exploiting the food and the waste that we produce.
But as used to rats as we humans are, we cannot afford to become complacent. As rat numbers increase, the havoc they wreak becomes harder to stop.
Rat or rodent comes from the Latin word rodere, which means to gnaw or to chew. And they have evolved special teeth. As they chew, the bottom teeth and the top teeth rub together. And there's a very strong enamel on the front and very weak enamel on the back. So as they rub together, it self-sharpens the teeth. So they're gnawing away their teeth, but their teeth continue to grow throughout their entire life.
These self-sharpening teeth are harder than iron and can exert a pressure of 24,000 pounds per square inch, ensuring that if a rat wants to get somewhere, it is almost impossible to prevent it.
They can chew through soft metals like lead or tin, concrete, drain pipes, brick, wood, of course, all these things, their teeth are excellent for gnawing through.
To witness this destructive power firsthand, the scientists must predict where the rats will swarm.
We need to make a plan here. We've got, say, 5 or 6 locations which we think are the areas that are most likely to have a rat swarm. So how far can we get within 4 hours? These are roads, yeah? Can you get a vehicle down all of them?
No.
No. You know, the road just goes like this. It doesn't go anywhere. It ends and it ends.
Food bite.
Yeah. So how many phone networks are there? 4? And they've all got different coverage areas. One of the team is going to go out to the village. We're going to get a map of the times of rice harvest. We will give them a reward for finding us a rat swarm. If they see a swarm, take a video in their phone, they can then come show us. And then we know we've got to run to get there. Hopefully that will save us a lot of time through that organization of it. Yeah? It's an event that very few people understand, and I am getting my head around it. I'm trying to understand this on the hoof.
Nikhil Chakma is a PhD student who lives in Ruma and studies under Steve's tutorage.
All 3 of these,
Steve has asked him to investigate reports of severe rat damage in the village of Galanga. It will be a 25-mile round trip on footpaths made more dangerous by the monsoon rains. Increased rat damage there may well indicate an imminent swarm, but it must be verified.
The information we're getting in is sometimes completely inaccurate. We are, you've got a rat, we've got huge amounts of rats. We go out there and we find it's pig damage. This is why we have to send our own team members out there. We know they understand what we're trying to find and they can look with their very own eyes.
Sang and Chapliong will journey to Molpi, another village reporting unusual rat behavior. Theirs will be a 2-day journey. Steve's task is to head west to Mun Lai, one of the villages worst affected by the rat swarms 50 years ago. He wants to meet those who remember 1959 and to hear firsthand precisely what happened when the rats left the forest and swarmed the villages. Rodent expert Dr. Stephen Belmain has ventured to the remote hills of Bangladesh in an attempt to understand precisely what sequence of events causes rats to swarm. What he learns here may help prevent swarms from happening in other parts of the world. Steve is trekking to the village of Moon Lai to meet those who have experienced a rat flood. This is an inhospitable and dangerous region. It's 100 degrees in the shade with 100% humidity. And the hilly terrain ensures it will be a tough 3-hour walk to the village.
And it's like this everywhere. This is where the farmers come to grow all their rice crops and their vegetable crops. So it is tough going here. I'm out of breath, but I'm always sweating buckets.
Life in Moon Lai is hard. Families here are totally dependent on the rice they grow. In normal years, they expect to lose a little of this precious crop to rodents. But 1959 was anything but a normal year.
The rats came in the house while we were asleep. They tried to eat us. There must have been 10,000 rats. They were everywhere. It was 1959 when the rats came. We tried to beat them off. But in a few hours, they had eaten everything in the field.
We had no food left, so we had to dig roots from the forest. The mothers were so hungry, they couldn't produce milk. And some of the babies died.
For a scientist trying to prevent future rat swarms, these recollections highlight an uncomfortable dilemma. To fully understand a swarm, Steve knows he may have to witness the destruction of a community's entire rice harvest.
I was trying to balance my sort of scientific needs. I really want to see a rat swarm, and yet, in a way, I don't want it to happen either. Kind of like to believe it is just a legend and there really aren't rat swarms out here. And in a way, if people get their harvest in without a rat swarm, that would make me happy too.
The farmers of Moon Lai know that this year the rats' behavior is different. In fear of a swarm, they have grown a variety of rice that ripens early. Outsmarting the rats, however, has forced them into